All right, everyone. So obviously we've got the car in here, 2004 Ford Freestar Limited. And what we're doing is we're dealing with the tires. So I've got the four of them sitting here. This is the orientation that they were on. So that one was there, that one there, that one was there, that one there. So these are the tires that were on the van when I got it. They've been on there for as long as I know of. They're all for the same brand, but they're not the same age or tread. So the brand of all four of them is they are Starfire Solaris AS. That's what they all are in the 235/60 R16 size. These tires are actually, you might think, oh, cheap Chinese tires. These are actually made by Cooper. Starfire is Cooper's budget brand. So what these really are Cooper's flagship all-season tire, just with a different name and different price. I'm fairly certain that these tires were about 75 bucks a piece in this size when they were new. And I gotta tell you, I love these tires. They ride very, very nicely, even for the age and the tread. So, I guess I'll show you here. This is the one that was on the front passenger side. And it has a date code, 35th week of 2020. This is the one that was on the back passenger side. It has a date code of the 20th week of 2021. This is the one that was on the front driver's side. This one has a date code of the 20th week of 2021. And this one, which was on the back driver's side, has a date code of, I don't know if you can see it, but it says 2021. So, in other words, all the tires except for the front passenger tire are the same age. This one's a little older. Now, you'll also notice here, if we look at the tread levels, here's the two back tires. Actually, I don't need my light for this. You can see these tires have quite a bit of tread left. You can see the grooves are pretty deep. They're very carefully balancing. You know, they're pretty deep. Same with this one. Nice deep tread. These are still easily usable tires, of course. Now, if we look at the front ones, here's the front passenger one. Look at the difference. I can barely fit my fingernail even down in there. And look at the difference in the lines here and the lines here. Look how deep those grooves are compared to that. You can even see the difference. Look at there and here. That's my finger in that one. That's my finger in that one. That ice melt is there to hold that one. And then if we look at this one here, the driver one, it's not quite as far down as this one, but it's nowhere near as deep as those. This tire, I would say, probably has about 4/32 of an inch, maybe. This one probably has about 2. Actually, no, I'd say 3, 5, and then these probably have 7 or 8. So even though that one was made in the same week or time, I believe that that one is the oldest. Then that one was put on, and I believe these two were put on at the same time, I think. So obviously the solution is, oh, you should get some new tires. Now, the logical person would get 4 new tires. I'm not that. The second logical person would say, all right, I'm going to get 2 new front tires. I'm going to see what the best deal is. I'm not that either. I would say, in theory, okay, this is the lowest one right now. Let's go find the best used tire we can get to put on there. This is a front-wheel drive vehicle that is old and high mileage. I'm not buying new tires, and I am sure as hell not matching them up again. If it's black and it rolls down the road, it works. I don't like to buy new tires if I can avoid it. The problem is, I've been looking for used tires, and I found some that seem promising, but the couple I found are older than these. And you really, my thing is that if the tread is a little worn down like that, but they're brand new, I'll put them on. But if they're like this, meh. And if they're from like 2017, but they look like that, no. I've had too many blowouts. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to maximize these tires, and I'm going to put the 2 best ones on the front and the 2 worst ones on the back, because being a front-wheel drive vehicle, the front tires do most of the work, steering and driving. Of course, if this was like my pickup truck where it's rear-wheel drive, I'd actually put the better ones on the rear, because even though they're not steering, they get the power. That truck has almost brand new tires on it though. So what I think we're going to do, because these are obviously the 2 worst ones, excuse me, and these are the 2 best ones, I think what we're just going to do is I think that we're just going to flip-flop them. So these are the 2 front ones. I think we're going to just do this, and we're just going to do that. So yeah, so this tire is now going to go there, that tire is going to go there, that tire is going to go there, that one's going to go there, because I think that that's going to be the easiest way to maximize this. So I'm going to go ahead and put my tripod down. We'll start there. What we'll do, actually, we'll start on that side, because frankly, I don't want to work here with all these tires. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move, well, those 2 are on that side. So these 2, I'm going to go ahead and move these 2 over there. That one's going there, that one's going there. So let me do that real quick. All right, let's start back here. This is the back driver's side, and the tire going on is from the front driver's side. I'm not switching sides here, I am just switching locations. This is the hard part where you gotta line up. Now it's important to note 2 things. One is that when you are installing tires at your home, like I'm doing, 2 important things to, well, really 1, but always torque the wheels down, and I don't mean unga-dunga it, as we used to say in the shop I used to be in. I mean use a torque wrench. This vehicle calls for 100 foot-pounds, and do that. Also, always tighten in a star pattern. I'm not tightening them, I'm just putting them on. And if you're wondering, for the center caps, I kept them the same as the wheel. So this center cap belonged with this wheel. But the other thing to remember, and this is something that is a lesson you should learn, do as I say, not as I do. My definition of a bald tire and the legal definition, and yes, this rim has some damage, and the legal definition of a bald tire are different. The legal definition of a bald tire, in theory, is the tire that was on the front passenger side that's going to go on the back passenger side. My definition of bald is if you can put your face on it and it feels like a pillow, then it's bald. In other words, once there's no tread grooves left, then it's time for a new tire. Coming from someone who lives in a snowy environment. I've driven on snow in vehicles with no tread on the tires. So, the front wheel drive too. I hate all wheel drive. You don't need it and it's a waste of money. So, we're going to do that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand tighten these lug nuts like so with my my little device, maybe, just like so that they're tight, just about like that, just so that they're just hand tight, going in a star pattern, of course, just like that. Not tight, literally just hand tight like that. And the reason is because once we put it back on the ground, we're going to torque them. So I'm not putting any pressure on these whatsoever. Just putting them on there. So that's one. Now we'll move to the next one. This is the front driver's side. And the tire going on is from the back driver's side, which is why it's all dusty. I drive down a lot of dirt roads. hard part is done. Now, we're just gonna bring the jack over here and bring it down. And the very last thing, let's torque those wheels down and put the center caps back on. We're going to also torque in a star pattern. And that's it. Alrighty. Oh, it's raining still. Well, I think that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to know what you see, and follow me on the web, and I should retape this. Isaac24.com. So that is us changing or rotating the tires, per se. Contact.